Hello boys and girls, are you ready for another story about Paul and his Philippian friends? Today's story is about a man called Epaphroditus. Now Epaphroditus was part of the church in Philippi, and they were all really sad because they heard that their friend Paul had been put in prison for being a follower of Jesus and telling other people about God's love. But they wanted to do something to help. So they had a collection and they had a gift ready to send to Paul. But how were they going to get it to Paul? Who was going to take this gift all the way over to Rome? Then they had an idea. It should be Epaphroditus. Yes, Epaphroditus is perfect. He can take the gift to Paul and he can stay with Paul and look after him and care for him and learn from him. At first, Epaphroditus was a little bit scared. He'd never left home before. It was such a long way. But Epaphroditus loved Jesus so much, he wanted to help Paul and to serve Jesus. So he was happy to go, and he packed up all his stuff and he got the gift and he headed off towards Rome. But on the way to Rome, something happened. Epaphroditus got sick, and when he arrived at Paul's, he was really sick. Paul was so worried about him. He thought he was going to die. So Paul prayed. He prayed to God and said, "Dear God, have mercy on Epaphroditus and me too, so that I would not have more sadness." And thankfully, God healed Epaphroditus and made him better. But Paul said that he couldn't stay with him and he needed to go back home. That worried Epaphroditus because he thought, what if the rest of the church are disappointed with me? What if they think I'm a failure because I've come home early? But Paul, when he was writing his letter, said, "Welcome Epaphroditus with joy in Jesus. Give honor to people like him because he almost died for the work of Christ. He risked his life to give me help." And when the rest of the Philippian church saw Epaphroditus return, they were so happy to see him again and to see that he was well and healthy. And they were so excited to read the letter that he had brought from Paul. Epaphroditus is an example to all of us. He is somebody who shined bright like a star in the sky because he loved Jesus more than he loved himself. And he loved other people and wanted to help them any way that he could. Who can you help today?